All right, take, I think, 4 of this video because I've been struggling to show you in a very concise way just how important what I'm about to teach you is about writing sales pages. Because what I want to show you with this example of sales page that I've just finished writing for a client, I want to show you something that you don't really see on YouTube. Actually, I don't think I've seen this at all on YouTube. What I've seen on YouTube for sales pages is people telling you to have a template, to first have the eyebrow copy, then the headline that tells you to write this but without this in the headline, to then go into a story, testimonials, course stuff, bullets, price anchoring and stuff like that. And I want to explain how dumb that is, because every single sales page that you write is different, and I want to show you how and what to do as well to kind of literally transform the way that you think about sales pages. First, I'm going to show you what I wrote for the client, just the beginning, and then I'm going to explain it, because there's a concept that I invented and used here, and I call it soup versus dessert, and I'll explain it later. So I have a headline here, blah blah. But by the way, this is a course for, okay, well, you can see this. It's a course for this. Anyway, wait a minute. Are you seriously considering buying a product that teaches you how to build strong, long-lasting co-founder relationships when there are so many obviously more useful courses and free content? I mean, right now, your competitors are learning about attracting angel investors, developing high-tech products, scaling into infinity, and yet you want to be able to blah, 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 you want to blah, 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 you want to this, and for less than $150? Well, if you ask me, that would be a fantastic choice. 50 to 60% of co-founders ignore this angle and run into something along the lines of, I give a story to show what can happen when you don't have a good co-founder relationship, and things that are supposed to scare you and supposed to make you think like, oh, I don't fucking want this. And then I'm here and I say, but not you. You won't have one. Nope. NOPE. You won't think I wish I could have known it would end up like this, because newsflash, you could have known. And it's why I created the Make It Click course. And then here I get into the into the usual sales page stuff. He's going to give you everything you know, blah, blah, bullets, expanding on a bullet. And I'm not going to show you everything, because it's not really what I want to tell you. I want to tell you about my choice for writing this lead, or even we can call it a pre-lead. And that's where the soup versus dessert comes in. This, I couldn't have used a template. And thank God that I didn't, because at first I thought, okay, do people want this course? And my answer was no. People don't want this course. People really need this course, because this course is a really good course. Like that I'm not a startup founder, I'm so happy that I went through it, because it helps you with vision. It helps you to understand just how to put things on paper and actually act accordingly to that. And okay, I won't get into it more. It doesn't matter for you. But what I want you to understand is that it's a very needed course, but it's not something you want. It's not something the target audience really wants. It's something that the target audience of the beginner startup founder is only thinking about angel investors and the development of the products and scaling and this and that. And they're not really thinking about getting clear on what you want, on how you want to do it, on having a system to have a good relationship with your founder. And it's something that is going to take you such a long way, but you don't want it. It's like soup. It's like when your mom needed to sell you on eating some soup. I mean, maybe she could use a hand to, like a slap or to sell you, or to scream or something. But anyway, she would say that it's healthy, that you need it. Even though as a kid you didn't want this. Well, these buyers you have to think of them as kids. They're not kids, obviously. But you have to think of them as kids who want cake. And the way you sell soup can't be the same way you sell cake. That's why wanted to knock out the objection of I don't need this as soon as possible. It's the first thing I wrote about, and I was sarcastic in it. You really want this? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? And here, they can't have the objection if I overcome it in this way of, do you really want this? Like, are you really reading this? Because by them continuing to read, they overcame it in their head and said, oh yeah, I do. Like, I actually do. Like, this might actually be a good idea. So the biggest objection handled right here. And also, what I've done is I was entertaining here. So they will read, even if they don't get it, they will read. Because it's entertaining. It's different. They haven't seen a fun sales page, maybe ever. And so they read. And just by reading, they confirm to themselves that, oh yeah, I do want to be able to do this. I do want this. And for less than $150, like, I do want this. Like, yeah, it's not all about the cake. Like, you also need some soup. That's the cake and soup. So when you have soup, you also need to, you can't start from the product. If I had cake, if I had a cake product that's a dessert product that's just something shiny, I would have started from the Make It Clear course. It's going to teach you everything you know about this, and that. That's how I would have started it. But since I also need to sell you the idea of this course, like, hey, this is something you need, that's why I started with this and then the story. The story I also used kind of to scare people, to show them that, look what a mess can happen if you don't get this course. Now, if you don't have this side of your business laid out. And this is a real statistic. And I'm using this. I really went deep into market research. I asked the clients to make me to film me some audios of himself speaking and telling about his experience with startups. I underlined every emotional thing. I went to Reddit. I saw the exact things that people were hating about their co-founders. And it was the doubt. I found out that it was about people's every move. That it was about doubt and about other people holding them back, fights, or people telling them that they don't know how to do their job. So you really have to know your market. Another point of knowing your market is how heavily you can sell. This market is very used to sales things. They are very used to sales tactics, let's say. Not as much as copywriters, but you still cannot really go in here and just use every old school sales letter tactic because it's icky. It's a bit scammery. It's a bit, If I tell you in a sales page, hey, this information here alone could be worth $10,000 if you're the right person and you use it well. But I'm not going to sell this for you for $10,000. I'm not even going to sell it to you for $7,000. Not even for $1 billion. You can have this for 10 euros. It's like the most overused fucking anchoring thing ever. And you distrust that. You really distrust that because you've seen all of this. You don't want this, all right? You don't believe this. You see him as a scammy marketer. And when let me show you a little bit more of the sales page. When you do use some elements like this, now you won't have one. Nope, NOPE. When you don't really sell that aggressively, but still use the persuasion tactics, but you wrap them up in humor, then you can use them with markets that understand selling more. If I sold diet pills to 50-year-old women, best believe I would be much more salesy. But here I wasn't. Let me show you some other, examples. Look, here. A case study to show you exactly how to apply the Clear framework to any startup relationship on demand. Anything I teach you is going to be accompanied by a real-world example. All right. As we dig deeper, you'll see some downsides to the duo that most people wouldn't notice and that could potentially lead to a catastrophe in the future. You'll see how to catch these downsides, and most important thing, you'll get a framework to use with any. That's very standard copywriting. And also this for anyone. Very standard selling. And I can get away with it. Also, it works good because I also use entertaining and funny things. Even all the spreadsheets and exercises will be. Did someone say spreadsheets? You start salivating over the course now. Wow, if I knew that's all I had to say, I would have said it earlier. But yes, blah, 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 blah. You can plug your situation in and immediately find out how to achieve a rock-solid co-founder relationship. These people love spreadsheets, all right? This is really about knowing the market. Spreadsheets are also a meme in this startup market, like being really good at Excel and just being obsessed over spreadsheets is quite a funny thing. So this also came for, I mean, I know this because of Instagram Reels, honestly, but I get to call it market research, all right? But that's just something I thought of. So being entertaining, you can also be entertaining in your sales pages because you want people to actually read. Okay, you need them to read it. And if you are sarcastic, entertaining, funny, people lower their defense down and you can sell. You can actually sell. So that's another very important thing. So to recap what I've done here is I understood that this is a soup course and I had to sell the need of this course first. I made fun of people that are on this page to knock out the biggest objection just instantly. No template will give you this, so don't think about templates. That's really important. And that's why I also use this story that is a bit more serious. It's not like the first part. To sell the need. And then just here I got into the product. If it was a dessert course, then I would have gotten into the product here. Also, I'm entertaining here because the more fun you are, the more you can sell. For example, let me show you another thing. The FAQs that I've done for this person. Will the Make It Clear course teach me how to manipulate co-founders and trick them into a bad agreement? You're exactly the kind of person I'll show you how to avoid. Good job. Why is CLEAR always capitalized? It's an acronym designed to be as simple to internalize as possible. What does it stand for then? Wouldn't you love to know? The answer will cost you $120, my friend. After going through the course, will I have 1,000 angel investors throw their money at me? No. Why did I do this? What the fuck are these FAQs? And why are they funny? Because think. Who wants to read FAQs? Who ever reads an FAQ? But FAQs can have very important things in them. For example, I have some very serious questions and answers here. All right? Such as these two. Not important what they say, but just to show you. They're important to the reader. And how do you get someone to read an FAQ? By being entertaining. No one will read these serious ones if I don't put the entertaining ones. So that's why I do that. Think that most copywriters on YouTube will not show you and tell this and won't tell you to be entertaining in sales pages. But use your mind and just think. I've learned this style a lot from Daniel Throssell. If you don't know who that is, you should really check him out. He's like the best copywriter ever. I really like his stuff. And that's it. So to recap just one more time. Okay, let's get here. To recap one more time. Soup versus dessert. If it's the soup, you need to tell the child, yo, you need the soup. What else did we say? Be entertaining also. Know how many sales tactics you can use and how blatant and obvious you can be about it. I can't trick you with the same. I can't tell you the same things I would tell a 45-year-old mom, all right? Given that she's not a copywriter, obviously, if she is, then I can't. And yeah, that's it. Don't just think of templates. If you're writing a sales page, do not just search for the best template. That's all I'm trying to say. And if you want to learn more about copywriting, join my email list. You'll get the best welcome sequence ever. Really cool, not yet daily emails, but I'm striving for that, to just teach you a lot of stuff and like make you laugh a little bit while doing so. So that's it. Thank you for watching. And if you are a startup founder, go check out the course from this my client. I love this course. And that's it. Have a good day. Bye.